Sup, you chuckle fucks? It's your boy, Dark Raikou here, with a new what if, mostly a special what if, maybe a one-shot what if, but yeah. Pretty much as it called, What If Issei was a reincarnation of 3 Webtoon characters. Now, I didn't put characters at the end because I didn't care. Mostly it's just 3 Webtoons, okay? But characters. Yeah. So the 3 Webtoon characters that I choose is mostly the top 3 for me. Is always going to be, well, the 25th Bong. Or, yeah, that's his freaking name, 25th Bong. Morty Jim, or Jim Morty, whatever you like to call it. There's 2 ways you can say it, whatever. Or, and what's it called? Oh, yeah, that's 25th Bong and Morty Jim and Ethan Gon. Now, if you don't know who the hell Ethan Gon, because I know so many people doesn't actually read what's it called, Hardcore and Leveling Warrior, or player, whatever you like to say. But yeah, I know it's not very a popular webtoon. Mostly the 2 popular webtoons are the mostly Tower of God and the God of High School, which, well, God of High School webtoon already ended like about 3 months ago. Yeah, like, no, not 3 months, 4 months ago. They ended, I think, on October, or was it November? I can't remember. But yeah, of course, I know that's very popular webtoon. I think the Tower of God, I actually haven't read it in a while. So I think they are on pause. I think they're just on pause right now. So not really uploading any new chapters. I think I'm like on 80, not 80. I think on the 2nd season I'm on like 80 something. Oh fuck, I can't remember. But of course, then there's Hardcore and Leveling Warrior. Now, since it's not really popular, I think not many people know what that is. If you do know the powers between Morty Jim, because there's an anime for it and literally the webtoon, yeah, you probably already know about the Tower of God because there's also an anime, and literally, you probably already know the main character, or you probably never even watched the Tower of God, or the God of High School, or even read the webtoons. There's no mangas, there's only webtoons. But not the point. You probably never read them, I might have to explain them. But let me explain Hardcore and Leveling Warrior. Mostly this guy. This guy with red hair, with golden armor. The webtoon ended last year. Not last year. Well, it ended about 8 months ago. 6 months? Probably somewhere around there. It ended a while ago. But of course, that show was my favorite, but now I'm kind of sad. But of course, this is where pretty much it ended a while ago. And yeah. what am I gonna say? Oh fuck, I forgot. No, just kidding. What's it called? So of course, Hardcore Leveling Warrior is basically, they don't have an anime, just a webtoon. But mostly, I think there's 200 chapters, something like that. 200, 300, I don't remember. I know freaking the God of High School has 500 chapters. Well, almost over 600, but not over 600. Almost at 600. I know the Tower of God also has 600 chapters, but not the point. Pretty much I'm going to explain what Hardcore Leveling Warrior, the God of High School, and, well, the 25th Bond. The Tower of God, mostly their main characters. So, Hardcore Leveling Warrior is this person that's basically a gambler. That's the only thing I can explain for him, because literally he's greedy as fuck. He's not that greedy, but he is in the beginning. My man literally beat the shit out of some guy in the beginning. If you ever read the webtoon, it's my favorite part. fucking Ethan pulls out a bag of money and just smacked the shit out of this noob. I was like, damn, amazing. Caught my interest. Just kidding. But yeah, pretty much Hardcore Leveling Warrior is this kind of not overpowered character. Pretty much, he is if you actually see his ability, and if he had actually great fucking luck. Sometimes it's terrible, but pretty much his special main ability is called Lucky Coin. Yeah, Lucky Coin is an ability that allows him to flip the coin, and whatever he chooses in the beginning, I think it's either heads or tails. If he chooses heads and it actually lands on heads, he literally can, upgrade his stats. So it's pretty much Hardcore Leveling Warrior. It's pretty much like a gaming system, kind of Webtoon, where he would like pretty much, okay, I don't know how to explain this, but pretty much he will have headphones or earbuds and put them onto his phone, and of course go to sleep and then enter the game called fucking forgot what it's called. God damn it! I think it was Lancing Adventures. Oh, whatever, I forgot. Pretty much he enters that game, and of course there's different things for abilities. There's stats, other things, and yeah, you get the point. There's the special main ability, and that's his lucky coin. But yeah, pretty much he was overpowered in the beginning before he got destroyed by some hacker. Well, not hacker, mostly a glitch. Then the whole story kind of begins him kind of helping someone out and trying to, well, make them stronger and overpower more stronger than their families and blah blah blah, and making him become, well, into his original stats in the beginning. But yeah, instead of that, he sorry about that. Instead of that happening, he got kind of, well, how should I say, kidnapped in real life, because yeah, because a video game and real life was different. But yeah, so there was two different characters, him in the game, him in real life. Him in the game was overpowered, him in real life was not overpowered. Literally, he was in debt, he was in other stuff, and yeah. But of course, that's not the point. Let me continue on with Morty Jim. If you know what Morty Jim is, he's basically a god. He is basically the Monkey King. But yeah, okay, I don't really want to explain this, but if you probably already know this, you probably already know this. But Morty Jim is a kind of child that was pretty much born from stone. No, just kidding. But well, I mean, yes, he was kind of born from stone. But pretty much, he's basically similar story of Sun Wukong. Now, if you do know what Sun Wukong is, they're good, because I'm hoping so. Because he pretty much is the god of high school, and there's one character that's pretty much similar to the story of Sun Wukong. But yeah, or Son Goku, but whatever. But of course, pretty much, it's similar story in the God of High School. Not really. Pretty much more Jim. It's an expert in mostly a lot of martial arts, because he can literally copy them with his eyes. But yeah. But of course, he's also a god when he kind of remembers it, blah, blah, blah. Because in the past life, he kind of got defeated by gods, or mostly the strongest god called the Supreme God. But yeah, of course, in the end, he was fighting against the main antagonist, which I'm thinking of doing a what if on, but don't worry about it. Now, let me go into the 25th Bond. I don't remember much about it because I forgot about half of it. But pretty much, the 25th Bond is a character that goes into the Tower of Gods to go after a female, because simp. Somewhat, nah, I'm just kidding. But pretty much, he goes after just to learn and why she kind of left him. But yeah, of course, I think that's the reason. But pretty much, the 25th Bond found out that he's not really an ordinary kind of player or person in the tower. He's not supposed to be there, but he is, because he's chasing after some girl. I forgot her name, Rachel, oh, whatever, I don't give a crap. But pretty much, he goes in there. He finds out that he's a child that's basically the tower, mostly the tower fucking hates. Mostly the god of the tower, mostly the king, hates this one person because something, and Bong was born at the very lowest tower level or something like that. But yeah, of course, he found out that he needs to, well, slay the king, because a group said it. But yeah, but he doesn't really want to kill the king. Well, kind of. He wants to beat the shit out of him, but yeah, I think so. But not the point. Okay, I took like 9 minutes of your fucking time. I just wanted to explain this all because, well, not many people know about Webtoons, or hopefully. But other than that, let me continue on. I know I took little bits of your time, but I mean little bit. I mean like the whole fucking 9 minutes. But not the point. Let me begin into this what if and let me shut the fuck up. But yeah. Now, we go into mostly, well, a dome actually appearing in Kou Academy. Now, of course, there's devils, well, mostly a devil with red hair kind of fighting against his fallen angel with 8 wings in total. This is where he's chuckling and saying, when I killed this the sister of Sir Zax, I'm going to start that war. He's laughing like a maniac. This is where, well, next to the red hair is, well, her queen, her knight, her rook, and a bishop. Now, this blonde hair bishop. Now, of course, she doesn't have no pawn. So, yeah, or pawns. But, yeah. This is where, well, next to that group, there's the 2 exorcists. There's also a couple other people there, but, yeah. This is where, well, they're trying to fight against the fallen angel because they don't really want to start another war between fallen angels, fallen angels and well, devils. So yeah, of course there's some fallen angels there, but yeah, this is where, well, they're trying to stop him and trying to kind of get more time. So, well, what's it called? Azel or someone from the fallen angels to stop literally from Cocoa Bean to literally destroy the whole freaking place, or try to kill one of the sisters of the Devil King, but yeah, or one of the 4 Devil Kings, but yeah. This is where, well, they're trying to literally stop Cocoa Bean, but Cocoa Bean is much more stronger than any of them. This is where, well, Cocoa Bean says, well, I'm gonna have to kill you, Rias Gremory. And when you die, your brother will be in a rage, and then the war will start. This is where, well, Rhea says, damn it, no, I can't give up. It's where, well, they're trying to literally put a barrier up, but of course, it's where, well, what's it called? Let me say that again. Zenobia and, well, what's it called? Kiba is right now fighting against Frederick, but yeah, that's still going the same. And some other swordsmen are kind of fighting against him, but yeah. A black hair with kind of red eyes and a katana next to her. Of course, having a black kind of, well, outfit, mostly of like a school uniform, but having the red tie, but yeah. This is where, well, she is right now trying to fight against Frederick, and Frederick is trying to stab her with the 4-fused Excalibur Holy Sword, but yeah. It's where Frederick says, you think you people will be able to stop me? You fucking devil worshiper. But yeah, you get the point. This is where, well, that is happening, but of course, is where, well, we go into somewhere far, far away from mostly everything happening. Mostly we go, well, not far away, mostly onto 2 buildings. There's a guy with blonde hair, blonde bangs in the front, with black hair behind him, and of course, he has like purple eyes with mostly a black beard, black beard, wearing a kimono, like a blue kimono, because he just was on his fucking break time, but yeah, it looks like. This is where, well, next to him was a super, well, mostly white hair guy with kind of these golden eyes, and of course, having an outfit that I'm not going to explain, but yeah, pretty much is where, well, mostly the guy, the older man, said, Vali, can you please take out, well, what's it called? Cocoa Bill from starting a war. We don't really want that, do we? Vali says, yeah, so I understand. Yeah, I'll take him out. This is where, well, as it says, what a good boy you are. Please do that, and please save your sisters. Vali says, yeah. Stop complaining, old man. Why can't you do this yourself? Because I can't get involved, you know. A war will start if I get involved. Yeah, I'll get it over there. This is where, well, someone far away just kind of mostly entered Kou town. He's right now on top of a hill, and of course, this is where, well, he's about to get to Kou town. And of course, when he looks out of some trees because the sunlight is kind of going down, of course, this is where, well, there's the moon rising. This is where he says, it's been so long since the last time I've been here. Oh, the fucking sunlight. Go down faster, you fucker. This is where this person's eyes are hurting. This person has red hair, brown hair, a little bit. Mostly, well, yeah, has some dark brown hair, some like lightish red hair in his head, and of course has some black. But yeah. This is where one of his eyes are kind of what's it called. So of course, their eyes basically have red, like red in them. Of course, mostly the red pupil. But of course, this is where in the middle between that red pupil, or mostly not pupil, mostly the red eye, the eyelid, there's in the middle, instead of being like a circle pupil, it actually looks like a star or some kind of cross. It's yellow right now. It's like a golden yellow. But yeah, this is where, well, the person's like, the sun hurts my eyes. Fuck. Go down, you fucking son. Ah. This is where, well, he kind of looks behind a tree, and this is where he senses magic, and this is where he says, ooh, is a battle happening? Maybe I can get money. I do need, what's it called, fallen angel wings, he says to himself. He is right now thinking, because he's also looking for angel wings and devil wings. I mean, he already has some devil wings. He ripped them out of someone's back a while ago, because that person was literally pissing him off. But yeah, this is where, well, he says, where would that be? Where would that magical presence be? It feels unholy half the time. Feels like a holy but unholy at the same time. This is where he looks to the outskirts, sees a purple dome near a school or something, and this is where he says, ah, perfect. Well, it's time for something fun. This is where he pulls out of nowhere a coin, flips it up, and says, lucky coin. This is where he grabs it, and it shows heads. This is where, well, he smiles. Good. Boost it. Stats up. Speed. This is where, well, he also say speed, strength. This is where, well, his speed and strength became much more stronger. This is where, well, he pulls out a golden sword. Well, kind of, the handle is black. The tip, the end of mostly in the, what's it called, like, handle behind it is kind of having like a red gem. In the front, the guard mostly is kind of gold with these red gems in it. But the blade is pretty big. It's like a short blade, but the blade itself is pretty damn big. It's like, what's it called, wide. And then it's, yeah, you get the point. And the, well, going all the way to the end of the tip, it kind of gets smaller, but yeah. This is where he kind of smiles, and this is where the blade ignited with this red color. This is where, well, he then kind of said armor on. This is where golden armor appears all around him, even the red crown, mostly a golden, but red gem on top of it kind of appears. This is where his head has it. So his armor has gold and red gems around it. This is where he smiles. This is where he says, time to take whoever that is. This is where, well, he then launches himself so fast that it breaks the sound barrier like fucking 5 times before kind of passing by Vali and, well, Azel. This is where Vali and Azel says, what the fuck was that? This is where, well, the barrier stand no chance for, well, this person just slicing through it and easily will kind of, well, not slicing through it, mostly smashing through it and seeing the fallen angel and saying, moon slash. This is where, well, he swings the blade, of course, the technique called moon slash. A giant slash appears, well, on top of mostly the chest of, well, Cocobill. Cocobill could not react fast enough, and about 4 wings were cut off from his back. 2 of them were mostly the top wings from, what's it called, his right shoulder, and of course, mostly his right back, mostly the right side, and in the left side was 2 other wings, but mostly in the bottom corner. But yeah, this is where Cocobill winds his eyes. He falls down because, holy shit, the power, the speed, and everything just kind of slam into him at once. This is where, well, a person landed beside Cocobill, but of course, this is where he had his sword to mostly the, what's it called, right, mostly the left side of him. Right now, mostly in a position of, like, he already swung once and literally cut down Cocobill. This is where, well, his hair is right now flowing. It's kind of having, well, red, black, and, like, dark brown colors. But yeah, this is where, well, when he turns around, he's smiling with this crazy look of it. This is where, well, he then looks towards the fallen angel. This is where wings started falling, and this is where he kind of grabs the wings and decides to put them in a space dimensional place that he needs to put them in. This is where Cocobill gets up and says, you motherfucker, who are you? This is where, well, he sees his fallen wings literally be taken and put in a, what's it called, like, dimensional space. This is where he says, what the fuck are you doing with my wings? This is where, well, the person says, oh, you won't need them. No, you won't. Don't worry, I'm not going to sell them. Actually, no, that's quite the opposite. I'm going to sell them. This is where, well, Cocobill gets angry and says, you little. Oh, whatever. It doesn't really matter, does it? Pretty much, I'm going to be taking those other wings that you have behind you. I'm going to be plucking you like a chicken. Now get over here. This is where this person had this crazy look in their eye. This is where, well, Kokobel kind of gets unnerved. Of course, he's bleeding. He has a huge gash. And of course, he's literally bleeding. And of course, he has blood on his mouth. And he feels unnerved with the fact that this man literally is trying to pluck him like a chicken and take his other fallen wings. This is where, well, Kokobel says, you're not taking my fallen wings. Even though you took like 4 of them. Which, fuck you. This is where, this person says, I don't swing that way. No. I literally don't swing that way, so no thanks. This is where, well, Kokobel gets tick marks all around his face. This is where he says, I didn't mean like that. Whatever. But still, come here, chicken. This is where, well, Kokobel gets annoyed. This is where he says, die. He sends multiple light spears at this person. This person just grins. This is where this person rushes at what's it called, Kokobel. This is where he kicks one of the light spears down, crushing it, and then dodging another light spear, grabbing one in thin air, smashing it into 2. And this is where he just keeps doing that. This is where he appears right in front of Kokobel. And this is where he launches a powerful kick into his chin, launching him up. This is where, well, Kokobel widened his eyes. He did kind of bite his tongue a little bit, but yeah, because what the fuck? He literally couldn't even react fast enough against this person. This person then grabbed his leg and says, oh, don't you leave, a little chicken. This is where he smashed him down to the ground. Mostly lift his leg, swing him over himself, and smash him down to the ground, face first. This is where, well, think of it like the Hulk, but yeah, this is where, well, Issei now has, well, access for the falling wings that he has in his back. And this is where the falling says, what are you doing? He tries to get up, but this is where he gets his back literally stomped to the ground. This is where the person literally starts grabbing the 2 other wings from what's it called? The left side, mostly the top corner, and the right side, bottom corner. This is where he starts gripping them out. This is where he says, don't worry, you're gonna be fine. This is where not out, so mostly Kokobel say, oh, stop it, you motherfucker. Stop it. This is where, well, everyone is seeing the gruesome sight. This is where this person literally doesn't care about this fallen's fucking wings. This is where, well, this person says, don't worry. This is where it's all going to be fine. It's very fine. This is where he starts pulling them harder. And this is where Kokobel is actually feeling so much pain. He wasn't expecting to be manhandled so easily. And literally feels like he's not the man. He feels like a goddamn bird being his wings. His freaking wings, his feathers being plucked out. This is where, well, this person fully rips him out of his back. This is where he screams in pain. This is where, well, he then kind of puts the wings into this dimensional place, which is just called inventory, but yeah. This is where he says, was it that so, was it? He says, was that so hard? This is where, Kokobel gets up, right now having his back bleeding. He looks at this man with these hatred eyes. This is where, well, he can't even consider this person a man. He can consider him a monster. But yet, he still looks kind of teenager-like. This is where this person grins at, what's it called, Kokobel, saying, oh, was that so bad? Did you feel too much pain? How about this? I'll give you this, what's it called, medicine. This is called a heal potion. This is where, well, Kokobel's like, get away from me, you monster. This is where, well, this person sighs and say, fine. I know that it hurts you so much, blah, 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 blah. Don't worry, you weren't the first one that I plucked the wings out of. Kokobel says, what do you mean? I just plucked the wings out of some devil. I think that was the devil. He looked more like a bat. But I can just really don't care that much about the 3 factions. This devil had black bowl cuts, hair, dark eyes, pale skin, I think so. This is where, well, okay, I messed up the description. He had dark blue hair, yellowish eyes that are slick, polished skin, and of course, always had this arrogant ass look, mostly he said. Also, he had a whitish coat. I think his name was Diotonus? Oh no, I don't remember. This is where, well, he says, this is where some of the devils actually heard of that name, and literally, well, the red hair named Rias Gremory widened her eyes, when clearly, one of those devils actually that came back to the underworld without wings. And if this is the person who literally caused it, then she would either try to bring him into justice, but that would not happen when he clearly just manhandle or bird handle, well, what's it called? One of the strongest fallen angels in the whole existence of the world. This is where, he's not the strongest, but he's considered one of the strongest. This is where, war monarch. This is where, or war, whatever. This is where, the person says, I see. Do I have to feel good or bad for that person? Oh, don't worry. I beat the shit out of him after the while. After I plucked his wings out, I then started kicking, beating the shit out of him, and then accidentally kind of used my sword and accidentally made him have no children. This is where, what's it called? Cokebill literally put both of his hands into his crouch and say, wait, we can talk about this. We can literally talk about this. This is where, this person said, oh, don't worry. I said accidentally. It was an accident. My sword accidentally fell and then I stabbed him. That was an accident. This is where everyone realized what he said and everyone kind of cringes. Kiba actually cringes. Fred, it was like, oh god, that probably hurted like a bitch. But yeah, he was a double scum, so I respected. He feels kind of hurt, so. This is where, this person says, well, other than that, I should probably be leaving. Thank you for your wings. I'm literally going to sell them. This is where, Cokebill says, huh? The fuck you mean you're gonna just sell them? This is where, the person says, what do you think? I'm not gonna be using them. Clearly, they're unusable for me. So I might just sell them. Decorations for people. Whatever. It sounds great, don't you think? This is where, Cokebill gets annoyed and says, I'm going to kill you. Light spear! This is where he makes a huge light spear and throws it at this person. This person just grins and says, oh, please. Like shit. How is this going to help you? Whatever. I'll give you a technique that can easily kill gods. The name is called Supreme King Scorching Fist of Death. This is where he punches the light spear and of course shatters it. But of course there's pressure of like a shockwave, and pressure smashes into Cokebill, smashing him away, literally kind of sending him straight to the ground and into multiple trees. This is where he can't move. He literally can't move. This is where the person says fast escape. He appears right in front of Cokebill, saying, oh, you think I'll let you just go bye-bye? No, that ain't happening. This is where Cokebill says, wait. He feels already hurt enough. He feels like he is already at his max. This is where, the person grins the crazy look and says, don't even think you'll be going without a scratch. Unlike that one fucking devil, I'm going to hurt you so bad. Well, not bad enough as like that one person. Man, I ain't gonna have ever kids ever again. He probably won't be able to use it ever again either. That's where Cokebill says, thank God. He prays to his father. He knows, even though he knows his father is dead, he's just like, thank God. Hallelujah out here. This is where this person's hand started glowing like with explosion kind of colors, mostly his right hand, and this is where he calls it 25th bong. He calls it Style Wave Explosion Fist Zero. This is where when he punches Cokebill's whole body felt like a shock wave. And of course behind him, everything is just annihilated in an instant. Cokebill is now knocked out. He's gargling because he literally felt a whole shockwave just smash through his body. This is where, this person gets up and says, such a tiring day. There's more birds, chickens, and other things I need to pluck. What else should I pluck? Oh yeah, an angel, but I can't find them. Literally, they're hiding. He's right now thinking. This is where, Rias managed to kind of stand up after seeing what Cokebill just literally be manhandled. This is where, she stands up, nervous, kind of talking. She says, who are you? This is where she said it, still nervously, but this is where, the person ignores her entirely. This is where, Rias says, my name is Rias Gremory. Now answer me. This is where, the person turns around. Of course, his eyes are literally a kind of majestic color. Even though no one actually saw them, they now see them. This is where, this person says, me? Who am I? I guess you can call me, I don't know what you can call me. You can call me whatever. I don't really care. What I care right now is trying to find more devils, angels, and fallen angels so I can sell their wings to the black market so I can get rich fast. Yes. This is where, well, Rias sweat drops because literally, if she shows her wings, she's probably gonna get plucked like, well, what's it called? Cocobell. This is where, well, the person says, but I won't literally pluck them out unless, well, unless they're evil. Unless they're a bad person who literally try to either kill people or try to molest a girl. If I can remember right, I don't remember the blonde-haired girl who literally almost got taken advantage by that one bastard of a devil. I kicked this shit so hard that I didn't even notice where she went. Whatever, who cares what she looked like. But pretty much I only attack evil devils, maybe rogue devils, whatever they're called, stray devils, I don't care. Devils that might have just pissed me off. Devils that are disgusting. Same with fallen angels and angels. Well, mostly angels aren't evil, they're just holy. Unless they go rogue or something and become fallen, then I can't literally get their wings because they will literally turn black. How to get an angel without their wings turning black? I don't want to attack them out of just spite. This is where he's literally thinking. This is where, well, he's also kind of like rubbing his like chin. He's trying to think. This is where his sweat drops. Right now, thank God that she's not an evil devil. She's not a straight devil. And she didn't do any of those stuff. This is where, well, clearly this person has morals. But they're kind of there. Kind of, I said, but yeah. This is where, well, Rias says, who are you and what's your name? This is where the person says, oh, didn't I just tell you? You can call me whatever. This is where, well, Rias says, okay, fine. I'll call you, red hair. This is where, well, the person points at his head saying, really? You just pick red hair? You could have called me black hair. You could have called me dark brown hair. You call me red hair? Your hair is literally red also. I'd rather be calling you red hair. Literally is similar to blood. This is where, oh, Rias has a check mark and say, okay. Doesn't matter, your hair is a little lightish red. It's not as my red color. This is where she kind of did, what's it called, like show off her red hair. And this is where, well, the person says, okay. I don't care. You can do whatever. Right now, what I'm thinking is finding more of these fuckers that literally went rogue. He points at Cocobell. And also discussing devils. But not the point. You can leave me alone, devil. This is where, well, Rias kind of widened her eyes and said, how did you know this? Where, well, this person says, okay, look here. Before you go on, oh, how do I know? Your name is Gremory. Literally, you could have fake named your shit and I would have never figured out you were a devil. Fucking, I know the Gremory fucking household is literally full of devils. Literally. And I don't care. And if you're thinking I'm gonna pluck your wings, if you piss me off enough, I might. I don't care if Sir Zex or whatever, one of the 4 double kings come after me. I'll fight him right now. I don't give a fuck. This is where he says it without even stuttering a bit. He literally does not give a fuck if one of the 4 double kings shows up. He's gonna fight them. This is where, well, Rias sweat drops because literally this person doesn't give a fuck about a double king. He can give 2 dams and a sandwich about a double king. This is where, well, he kind of just sits next to a tree and says, what to do? I need wings. But wait. He then thinks on his head, hey, red dragon. Hey, sleepyhead. This is where her red dragon wakes up and says, what? Ain't you call me by my name? Oh, I'm sorry, Shrike. But didn't you say your arch enemy had white wings? Yeah, why? Oh, please don't tell me you're gonna try to pluck him out. Yes. Now, where is he? I don't fucking know. His name is Vanishing Dragon. Guess what? Am I going to be sensing that? Well, yes, I can, but I don't know where he's at. This is where the person sighs and says, oh, this sucks. Oh, shut up, Issei. Can you just leave me alone? Also, who's the red-haired beauty? You know you should go out with her. This is where, well, the person now known as Issei looks at Drake and with narrow eyes and says, the fuck? No. Do you not sense what she has or what she is? she's a devil. Still, you know you can give her that. This is where, well, Issei says, okay, we don't need to hear about your perverted thoughts and things and whatever bullshit you want me to do with her. This is where, well, Drake says, oh, come on, you can give her that that dragon tail. This is where, well, this is where, well, Issei literally cuts him out and says, you know, shut up, just go back to sleep, go away. This is where, well, he then snaps out her back to reality when Rias is right in front of him, like moving her hand, and of course right in front of him, and decides to start touching his hair. Because it looks kind of soft but spiky at the same time, which when she touches it, it's actually really soft. This is where, well, she was keep grabbing it until Issei grabbed her hand. This is where Issei says, what are you doing, Gremory? This is where Rias says, nothing. Literally nothing? Okay, why the hell are you touching my hair? This is where Rias becomes a little red and say, because, how should I say, she's stuttering so much. This is where her face is all red. She's looking away, not trying to look at Issei, but yeah. This is where Issei had this teasing looking grin in his face, and he actually decides to grab her hair. This is where, well, she said, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is where, well, Issei says, payback. You clearly touched my hair, so what's wrong with me touching your hair? This is where, well, she says, because your hand is stained with blood? Your hair is already red enough. What is it gonna become more red? This is where Rias said, fine. Because you literally have the hand smell with blood. Who cares? Why should I care so much? This is where, well, Rias glares at him, and this is where, well, Issei said, still, you are kind of cute. This is where he says very quietly, but literally Rias managed to hear, and her face becomes all red. This is where, well, Issei noticed her face becoming all red, and he thought, oh yeah, that was to have, what's called, well, able to hear anything. This is where Issei said, maybe I can tease her more. This is where, well, Issei says, still so beautiful and cute. Maybe you should lay on me. This is where he says very quietly, and so her face is all red. She steps a little bit further away from, well, Issei. Issei says, huh? Where are you going? I thought you wanted to talk. This is where Rias says, oh yeah, I'll talk over here, far away from you. This is where, well, Issei just grins a little bit more. Of course, trying to hold the laughter. And this is where, well, someone in his head says, I thought you didn't like teasing them. This is where, well, it doesn't sound like Drake, but of course, it sounds like someone else. This is where the person thinks in his head, closing both of his eyes, and says in his head, saying, oh, hey, Ethan. Well, I might not like teasing. Well, I kind of like teasing people. It's because I don't want to show them my teasing side. Or mostly them being able to tease me. You know, since you always still taught me to tease them first and not hold back anything. And that's where, well, the person now known as Ethan says, well, that is true. Well, as my reincarnation said, well, you are my reincarnation. So, tease her as much as you need to. Make her all red and fluster. This where, well, Issei grins and says, yeah, that is true. Well, I should probably start leaving before some Double King shows up or some... This is where the barrier smashes through, and this is where he looks up. Of course, I should mention he's laying down. This is where, well, he sees, what's it called, the barrier, like, what's it called, open. And this is where what shows was, what, well, the white dragon. This is where the red dragon appears, saying that he managed to connect. Issei, that's the white dragon emperor. This is where, well, Issei says, I know it is. His wings, they look great to sell. This is where, well, Drake says, oh, come on. Just fight him. Stop thinking about selling people the wings. Oh, come on. This is the best way for people to cosplay or whatever bullshit. This is where, well, Drake says, you're so annoying. This is where, well, Issei says, you have a good point. This is where Issei stands up and looks towards, well, the newcomer. This is where, well, everyone winds their eyes when they see the White Dragon Emperor. This is where, well, Vali says, where is Kokobell? This is where, well, Issei grabs Kokobell and tosses him to the ground. This is where, well, Issei says, you are looking for this guy. Now, I should mention one thing. Fred literally got defeated, and then he managed to just run away, but yeah. Also, the priest did die, but yeah. This is where, well, Issei said, you're looking for him, aren't you? This is where Vali widens his eyes when he sees Kokobel all bloody and hurt. And of course, even his wings are gone. This is where he narrows his eyes and says, "Where's his wings?" This is where he says, "Oh, I took them. Don't worry, I'll be selling them in the black market. You can go buy them back for about 100K. This is where, well, Vali widens his eyes. He wasn't expecting this person to literally just take out the wings of, well, what's it called? Kokobel without a care in the world. So, well, Issei says, "Whatever. I'll be taking your wings also. They look fantastic. And how much money would I get paid? Then again, it is one of your sacred gear, White Dragon Emperor." This is where Vali says, "Me? Be taken out by you? Yeah, right." This is where, well, Issei said, "Oh, you are going to be taken out by me. A lucky coin." This is where he grabs a lucky coin and shows heads, and this is where, well, he then kind of says, boosts his stats. This is where he rushes up in the air, right now trying to grab Vali. This is where Vali sees that Issei managed to miss, and this is where Vali kicks him down. This is where he says, "I don't know who you are, and I won't let you take my wings." This is where, well, Vali says, "Still, it sounds stupid enough." This is where, well, Issei was about to land down to the ground, but this is where he starts floating up. This is where he says, "Skill, flight, activate." This is where he kind of activated a skill called flight. This is where he's flying up, and this is where he says, "Oh, White Dragon Emperor, you didn't really kick me down. Actually, I can fly without wings." This is where, well, when Vali looks behind him, he sees Issei. Literally, you have no wings. This is where, well, Vali says, "What the fuck?" This is where Issei punches him in the face. This is where his, almost his, like, what's it called? Helmet was literally smashed. This is where, oh, he managed to regen it, but this is where he then gets punched in the, what's it called, stomach so hard that a little bit did break off. This is where he's asking, well, what's it called, Albion to heal it enough. This is where, well, he's getting just, like, throw multiple, what's it called, like, multiple haymakers at, well, Vali. Vali can't dodge him all. He's literally getting punched, kicked, and knocked the fuck out. This is where, well, he needs to get, what's it called, not Vali, he needs to get Kokobel because, well, Azo did say that. And this person seems not to be in any of the factions, just really just wanting to fight him. Even though Vali does want to fight this person because he is a battle maniac, he still needs to listen to Azo and, of course, listen to his sisters or whatever. Save his sisters or whatever. This is where he then disappears from, well, Issei's view, punches him in the stomach, and launches him to the, what's it called, school. This is where he rushes to Kokobel and grabs him, and of course realizes a magic circle is about to explode. This is where, well, something happens. Someone appears right now saying, well, not someone who appears, mostly, this is where Vali was actually seeing the thing actually about to explode, until the school building literally cracked and smashed, and this is where, well, a sword appears. Now, of course, it isn't the same sword that, well, Issei has been using. Mostly the honor sword. No, it's actually a different sword. This is where he appears right in front of the explosion, and this is where his eye changes. Issei's eye changes to a purple eye, but with gears. This is where he says, "Reverse time." This is where he reverses time before the explosion even happens. This is where that, well, it happens back, and it's what's it called, a couple of minutes backwards. Well, yeah, mostly like 1 minute. And this is where, well, Issei pulls out this, like, unsheathed sword. And this is where he says, "Come on, lucky sword, give me my sword." This is where he then pulls that out, and it just becomes this holy bright sword. This is where it's called Kokobel, I think it's, yeah, wait. It's called Kababa's Holy Sword. And of course, it feels so strong, the magical presence, and everyone wind their eyes from the power of this holy sword. It's so much stronger than half of them. This is where, well, everyone realized that even getting hit by one with that sword will literally destroy them in one shot. This is where, well, the person launches the sword down to the ground, destroying the magic, what's it called? The magic, explosion seal. Literally just destroying it with the sword. This is where the sword lands, and of course, it then transforms into a normal blade. It's where, well, it literally destroys the, what's it called? Well, the magic ring thing, whatever the hell it's called. The magic circle. This is where, well, he then kind of appears next to the holy sword, kind of picks it up and says, "Well, this is a good sword to use. Now come here, White Dragon. I know you're a goddamn devil. Get over here. I'm going to really use this against you." This is where the White Dragon sweat drops, realizing that Issei is more of a battle maniac than him. Now, of course, they don't really know Issei's name, but yeah. This is where, well, Issei say, oh, come here. Don't worry, this holy sword will only stab you once. It might just destroy your whole body. This is where, well, his sword then transformed back to normal. This is when he says, shit, I forgot about the timer. Whatever, he puts it back into the sheath and then just kind of tosses it into his inventory. This is where, well, he says, why don't you just give me those wings, you freaking white dragon? This is where, well, Vali says, how about this, person with no fucking sacred gear I can't sense from you? How about this? I won't fight you, and I get to leave. This is where, well, Issei says, no. You're clearly leaving with the enemy, so I need to take you out. Okay, I'm only here because the fallen angel governor told me to get him and defeat him. But he's only a rogue, so I have no interest with this guy. This is where, he says, fine, whatever, you can leave then. This is where, well, the red dragon inside, he says, why aren't you fighting him? Don't worry, I'll kick his ass later. Right now, I'm feeling tired. Yeah, I wonder why. You did reverse time ability, mostly Ethan said. And that takes a lot of mana, I know. This is where, well, Issei kind of lays back down. Literally just sitting on, well, under a tree and just taking a fucking nap. He didn't care about anyone else. He literally just took a nap. Easy. This is where, well, he still has his armor and literally he doesn't care. He's just taking a fucking nap. This is where, well, he kind of just smashed his hand into a tree, but didn't care that much. He's sleeping. This is where he's like, money. Literally, he's dreaming about money. This is where, well, everyone's sweat drops at the freaking just laid back person who literally would pluck the wings of those who are rogue, emo, or whatever. This is where, well, what's it called? Kiba walks up to him. This is where he swings his sword straight at Issei. Issei caught it and smashes it into two. Easy. Pathetic weakling noob. This is where Issei is giggling to himself, but yeah. But he's still asleep. This is where Kiba winds his eyes and says, what the fuck? This is where, well, Rias says, get over here, Kiba. Don't get close to him. This is where Kiba says, yes, king. This is where, well, he kind of stands back, but this is where he sees Rias walking towards him. This is where, well, Kiba says, Rias, what are you doing? Rias gets close to him and literally just starts touching his hair back again. He doesn't even notice it. This is where, well, Rias says, so soft. So really soft. This is where, well, people rush past, mostly past like a bunch of fucking destruction. This is where, well, a girl has glasses, well, mostly red glasses, and of course, is where, well, she also has a haircut of like a bob haircut. This is where she says, where's Rias? This is where half of them say, mostly people say, Sona? Oh, she's over there right now touching the guy's hair who literally beat the shit of Kokubel. This is where, well, Sona rushes towards, well, Rias and says, Rias, what the hell are you doing? This is where, well, she sees the face of the person who really isn't hiding it or at all and really just sleeping. And this is where, well, Rias turns around and says, Sona, what are you? This is where Sona literally just kind of got down and literally grabbed the, what's it called, mostly collar, or mostly tried to grab the armor or mostly the shoulders of this person and scream out, Issei! This is where Issei wakes up and says, what the hell? Why is someone screaming my name? What the hell do you want? This is where, well, Issei opened his eyes and widened his eyes and saw Sona. This is where Issei said, hey, Sona. This is where Sona, she is right now looking at Issei with this angry expression. Issei says, she's pissed. Ethan says, oh shit, good luck with that. I don't deal with females rage that much at all. This is where Drake says, yeah, good luck with that. Issei sweat drops. This is where, well, Issei says, hey, Sona. It's been this is where, well, before anything else happened, Rias widened her eyes when she just saw Sona literally smash her lips into Issei's. This is where Issei widened his eyes. He was flustered. He was literally all flustered. He said, Sona, why? This is where, well, Sona says, because, what's it called, fiance? She kind of says, because, Issei, you're my fiance, and that's what I can do to you. That's where Issei's like, what? Wait, when the fuck were we ever married? This is where he thinks about this. This is where, well, Drake is laughing inside, just like laughing because he just seen this. This is where Rias wind her eyes and say, wait, you two are, huh? This is where, well, she's just wind her eyes, and this is where, well, Sona says, I never did explain this to you, Issei. Remember that chess game that we played in middle school? This is where Issei says, yeah, before you left. Issei kind of stuttered out, right now blushing. This is where, well, she says, well, that chess game that we played in because you were somewhat my friend, and, kind of my friend, mostly we became friends after you beat me. Yeah, well, I had this little special rule that if anyone beats me, then, how should I say? Anyone beats me in chess, they will literally become my fiance. This is where, well, he says, what? Huh? This is where Rias go, wait, but no one has ever defeated you in chess, and that means he defeated you in chess in middle school? This is where someone says, yes. This is where, well, Rias says, and he knows your real name, so you told him, yes. And, wait, does that mean you two can literally... Yes, shut up, Rias. I don't want to get into it. This is where, well, Rias says, can I also have him? This is where, well, Sona looks at Rias with this dumbfounded look and says, what do you mean have him? Well, I mean, you two might be awesome, but I kind of want to. This is where, well, Sona says, what about you and Riser? Screw that freaking fried chicken. He's already a fat... I don't really want to get into him. This is where, well, Sona says, he's not becoming your pawn. He's not becoming anything. Now go away, Rias. This is where, well, Rias says, I don't want him as a pawn. Then what do you want him from? I want to have him, like, actually have him as a, you know, this is where her face is all red. This is where Sona says, no, Rias. This is where, well, Rias says, why not? We can literally share him. This is where he says, right now, scared and confused in what is happening. And this is where, well, he's trying to get up, but this is where he's laying back down because literally they're stopping him from actually getting up. This is where he says, this is going to be terrible. This is where, or terrifying. This is where we go into, well, also saying, so he has no wings no more. Vali says, yeah. Shit. Well, it's better to imprison him like this. Okay, this is going to be troublesome. This is where, well, Vali says, that guy is crazy. He literally tried to also take my wings. And he can fly without wings. This is where, well, as I said, okay, he's definitely one of the most dangerous people I ever heard. Him especially being just a normal human. Yep. Oh, this is going to be terrible. This is where, well, Vali and Azo and even Kokobel leave, but yeah. This is where, well, we go into Issei right now, blushing, like seeing two of them kind of argue against him. Mostly, Sona is not wanting to share Issei, but Rias is wanting for her to share him, because she started liking him. His cold demeanor, he kind of is crazy a little bit, but yet again, he has what's called a kind personality, probably. This is where Sona did explain a little bit about a friend in middle school that was kind of kind and other things. This is where, well, Rias wants him, but yeah, and this is where Sona doesn't want to give her him. This is where, well, Issei says, can we just calm down, please? This is where they say no. This is where, well, Issei says, this is the only one thing to do. This is where Issei grabs what's called Sona's hand and pull her towards him and literally just puts his lips also between hers. This is where she winds her eyes and says, Issei, you really, did you, this is where Issei kind of also pulls Rias and shuts her up by also kissing her. This is where, well, Rias winds her eyes, and this is where Sona and Rias was like, what? This is where, well, Issei says, I need you two to calm down. Literally, I'm tired. I'm not gonna deal with this shit. Rias, that's your first kiss. Guess what? I took it. Guess I don't care. Sona, I know you're gonna hate me and other things, but whatever this red hair wants, just, I guess, fight her with chess. Literally, if she loses, then she won't get whatever. This is where, well, some of them thinks, oh, that is a good idea. This is where Rias says, damn it. That's pretty bad. Doesn't work. Well, he says, whatever with that, I'm going back to sleep. Doesn't work. Well, Issei was about to take a nap until someone says, so you're Issei. This where Issei turns up and looks up, while he opening one of his eyes before going to sleep. Oh, you're that fallen angel that I kind of saw one time. Is your name Junko or something? This is where Junko grins and says, oh, you remember me? So, how has it been there, Issei-kun? This is where, well, Issei says, I don't know, Junko-chan. You want to tell me, or do you want me to tell you about my life? Maybe about my new fiance here. This is where, well, Junko said, fiance? I thought you were off. I thought you were free in the market. This is where Issei says, oh, I can be. Maybe I will like to have a fallen angel with me. This is where, well, Junko blushes a little bit. This is where, well, Sona says, no. You're mine only, Issei. This is where, well, Rias says, but I thought you said you were going to play chess with me. This is where, well, Sona says, son of a biscuit. Yes, I know that. No rating games, okay? This is where, well, Rias says, I know. Issei kind of yawns and says, well, other than that, I'm going back to sleep, okay? That's where Issei takes a nap, and yeah. We go into a time skip of later on. Mostly was a cop. Well, everyone kind of having to get ready for a, what's called, 3-faction meeting, but yeah. Other than that, I'm probably going to leave it off here. But yeah. This is not a one-shot. I probably couldn't do a one-shot, so yeah. So, of course, instead, I'm going to just do it as a part 1 for now. And, yeah. But other than that, that will be the end of this what if, but yeah. Also, before I go on, I did mostly use what's it called, Ethan Gon's abilities. Well, kind of. Mostly, I did kind of use some of what they call the 25th Pong's abilities. If you kind of notice the skills that I named out, then you do know that, yeah. The one abilities I haven't really kind of named out were mostly what's it called, Morty Gems. But I'll name them out throughout this whole, series. But other than that, I will end it off here for the 300 special. But other than that, see ya.